Archangel Michael says this message arrives with weight, for tonight the air shifted, and whispers moved across the walls of your home. Someone who lives close, so close their window catches the same morning light as yours, let their tongue speak your name. But those words were not innocent, not pure, they carried a shadow, a secret, and a plan meant to twist the course of your steps. The veil has thinned between what is visible and what is plotted behind curtains. That neighbor who greeted you with smiles has been carrying a mask, rehearsing gestures to keep you at ease. Yet, heaven allowed their words to travel into the spiritual realm, and the angels rushed to bring this warning before you delay. A conversation happened in silence, but heaven caught every detail. They spoke not to uplift but to place a stone in your path, to test if you could trip, to test if you would crumble. The hidden intention behind their words was sharp, and it cut through unseen realms like a blade waiting in the dark. Every sound, every whisper has meaning, and the one spoken about you tonight carries consequence. You were meant to hear this revelation, for heaven has seen the scheme, and Archangel Michael stood ready to block the arrow aimed at your heart. Stay alert, for this moment carries the weight of destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The angels have marked the moment of betrayal, and your spirit must not fall into doubt. Though this neighbor hides their true motives behind simple greetings, their inner thoughts have already betrayed them. You are not walking blindly, for heaven has pulled back the curtain so your eyes may see. Even now, the enemy hoped you would ignore this sign, brushing it aside as imagination. But no, this is real, and heaven rarely exposes such secrets unless danger presses near. Every hidden intention has now been laid bare before you. There is protection surrounding you, stronger than walls, stronger than locks. What was said against you will not destroy you, instead, it will reveal who truly stands with you and who masks themselves in disguise. God's message is firm, what was spoken will not succeed. You were chosen to receive this alert at this precise hour, because the plan was timed, designed to align with your weakest moment. But it will not succeed, for you have been given knowledge, and knowledge has the power to break snares before they tighten. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The energy in your home shifted because of those words. If you sensed unease, if the air grew heavy, it was not your imagination. Spirits respond when your name is carried with intent, whether in love or in malice. This neighbor has watched your steps longer than you realized. Their eyes have measured your victories and envied the blessings that fell into your lap. Envy is a fire, and tonight that fire spoke. But Archangel Michael already drew the sword of light to intercept the arrows sent in secret. The plan was to make you stumble, to delay what heaven had already prepared for you. Yet angels do not sleep, and their guard does not fail. Understand this, what was spoken about you was planted as a seed of confusion. If you had not been warned, you may have walked into their trap unaware. But now you carry foresight, and foresight is your shield. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Tonight's revelation may feel heavy, but it is not to harm you, it is to arm you. Heaven does not reveal what it cannot also heal. That neighbor's intentions may have been cloaked in charm, but heaven exposed it so you would never bow to their design. The whisper was dangerous, but you were not left defenseless. Already, angels have recorded their words in the book of justice. What they meant to weave in shadows has already begun to unravel. Your destiny cannot be stolen by hidden lips. Their plot has failed before it ever touched your doorstep. Heaven declares your name is sealed with light, untouchable by human envy. Remain calm, remain steadfast, and let this warning remind you of the power surrounding your life. You are never unseen, and no hidden word against you escapes heaven's ears. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says the words carried by your neighbor were not empty. They were laced with envy, wrapped in subtlety, and delivered with a smile that tried to hide its sharpness. But heaven heard them as clearly as a bell ringing through the night. This is not the first time your name has been mentioned in secret, but tonight's utterance carried a different weight. It was spoken with a force intended to bend your destiny, to move energies against you. Yet, the light has already intercepted it before the poison could spread. Do not mistake their friendliness for loyalty. Behind the exchange of polite greetings lies an undercurrent of jealousy, and jealousy grows into action when it is fed by hidden motives. Their words have been recorded, and the angels are watching closely. There is a shield forming around you, stronger than steel, built not by hands but by divine decree. You are being warned now because time is short, and their plan is near. But even as they plot, heaven prepares to overturn their every step. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The ground you stand upon is sacred, and no hidden intention will uproot you. Even if they whisper against you in closed rooms, their words cannot pass through the barrier of divine protection. Their schemes are fragile compared to the fortress that surrounds your life. Think of how the seasons shift, night cannot hold back the dawn. In the same way, their darkness cannot silence your light. What they spoke will echo back upon them, returning multiplied to the source of envy. Your neighbor thought they were clever, speaking softly while pretending innocence. But in the unseen realm, their words were fire, and heaven saw the flame immediately. That is why this message found you, so you would not doubt the sudden heaviness you felt. Trust this, heaven is precise. You were not meant to remain unaware, because unawareness would have left you vulnerable. Instead, you are armed now, and armed with knowledge you cannot be defeated. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The angels whisper to remain calm. Do not confront, do not act in haste. The revelation was not given so you would fear, but so you would walk carefully, knowing the truth. Every blessing upon your life draws eyes, and those eyes do not always see with kindness. Some look with admiration, others with jealousy, and some with intent to harm. Tonight, the line between those who smile at you and those who wish to see you fall became clear. Their hidden intention is powerless against the shield that surrounds you. It is as if a wall of fire stands between you and their schemes, burning away the plans before they ever reach your door. You are covered, you are guarded, you are chosen. This is a moment of awakening. Every mask that hides deceit will fall. Every hidden whisper that carried your name will be revealed in time. And every attempt to steal your peace will collapse. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You may feel chills as you hear these words, because your spirit recognizes the truth. The heaviness you carried earlier was not yours, it was the weight of their words pressing against you. But heaven has lifted it, and light has reclaimed your space. The neighbor who spoke of you thought no one would ever know. They imagined their intentions would remain hidden. Yet heaven's timing is flawless, and their secret is being exposed right now. This message comes to you like thunder in the night. It wakes you, it alerts you, it refuses to let you sleep unaware. For heaven values your destiny too much to let a hidden whisper steal what belongs to you. Remain still and listen, because every sound tonight has meaning. You are being called higher, lifted beyond the reach of human envy. Their intention has no roots, no foundation, no future. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The night carries a strange silence, almost as if the earth itself holds its breath. That silence comes because heaven is moving, exposing what was hidden in the shadows. Your neighbor's tongue lit a fire, and now that flame cannot be unseen. Their words were meant to stir confusion about you, to shape the way others see you. They wanted to plant suspicion, to bend trust into doubt. But instead of rising, their plan is collapsing before their eyes. Archangel Michael says the hidden intention was sharp, but your shield is sharper still. Even when they disguise their tone in politeness, heaven knows the heart behind the sound. That is why this revelation has been placed before you at this exact moment. You are being guarded by a divine army, unseen but unshakable. What was spoken in secret will not prosper. Instead, it will be overturned, and the truth will shine brighter than the schemes of envy. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Every word carries energy, and tonight your name was bound to energy that was not pure. It was dipped in envy, spoken with the intent to delay your steps. But heaven snatched it before it could settle into the air. This is why you may have felt restless, as though something invisible pressed against your spirit. That pressure was not your own, it was the weight of words aimed at you. And heaven refused to let them touch you. Now the one who whispered feels unsettled. Their conscience burns because deep inside, they know heaven witnessed what they thought was hidden. Already, the light is reflecting their intentions back upon them. Stay at peace, for your peace is the weapon they cannot steal. When you stand in calm, their noise has no power. And tonight, your calm has already broken their plan in two. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Heaven knows how to protect its chosen. Even before you understood what was happening, angels were in motion. They covered you like a shield, ensuring no harm could reach you. Your neighbor's hidden intention was not born overnight. It grew quietly, watered by envy, strengthened by comparison. They looked at your blessings and decided they wanted to control what was never theirs to touch. But heaven has boundaries that no one can cross. Their whispers stop where the angels stand. Their plans crumble where your destiny begins. The one who plotted thought their secret was safe. But their words, though soft, carried a vibration that reached heaven's ears. That is why this message found you in time. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You were never alone in this battle. Even when you smiled back at your neighbor, unaware of what was stirring behind their mask, the angels already knew. They saw the truth and moved to defend you. This is the kind of warning that changes everything. It awakens your spirit, reminding you that heaven misses nothing. Not even a whisper slips past the ears of the divine. The energy surrounding you tonight is shifting. The heaviness is breaking, the shadows are fleeing, and light is filling the room again. You can feel the difference because your spirit is aligned with truth. Your destiny was never theirs to control. They may speak, but their words cannot rewrite heaven's decree over your life. And that decree is unshakable. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The truth is this: heaven has exposed the neighbor so you will walk in awareness. It is not for you to act in haste, but for you to stand in strength. For knowledge is power, and heaven just handed you power. They wished to see you stumble. They imagined you weakened by doubt, questioning yourself in silence. But heaven interrupted before the lie could grow. Their words were arrows, but the shield of light turned every arrow back. Now the one who whispered sits in discomfort, for their intention has been revealed in the spirit. Their plan has no place left to hide. Remain steady, remain firm. You were chosen to know this truth tonight, and with it, you stand unbreakable. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The air shifted because their words carried weight. They thought no one was listening, but heaven hears every secret spoken in the dark. Your neighbor's lips released a plan meant to trouble your path, yet the angels caught it before it could ever touch you. Their intention was not kindness. It was born of jealousy, wrapped in false concern, and laced with envy of what you carry. They saw the blessings you walk with and decided to plant a shadow in the atmosphere. But heaven declares no shadow can overpower the light inside you. Archangel Michael drew his sword the very moment your name was spoken. He cut down the roots of that hidden plan before it could find ground in your life. You are untouchable when divine protection surrounds you. Their hidden intentions are now powerless. What was meant to wound you will soon reveal itself as their own downfall. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The angels moved with speed when those words left their mouth. Nothing in the spiritual realm goes unnoticed, and every whisper has a consequence. Their whisper carried malice, but heaven returned it as justice. Even now, the neighbor feels unsettled. They know something shifted after their words, though they cannot explain it. Their hidden plan has already begun to fall apart. This revelation is a gift, not a burden. You are not to carry fear but to walk in awareness, armed with the truth. The enemy's attempt to hide in shadows has failed. Every path meant to harm you has been closed. Every trap meant to hold you has been broken. And every hidden word spoken against you is turning into proof of your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The one who pretends to be friendly has shown their true heart in the spirit. Their mask is slipping, even if you cannot yet see it with your eyes. Soon, their actions will reveal what their words already betrayed. But heaven's timing is perfect. You are receiving this message now so you will not be surprised later. Nothing will catch you unprepared, for heaven has already gone ahead of you. This is not the end, it is the beginning of clarity. You are stepping into a season where every false smile will be unmasked. Every hidden motive will be uncovered. Your spirit is being sharpened, your discernment rising. You will no longer mistake envy for loyalty, nor confusion for friendship. The truth will guide your steps. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The neighbor's words may have been soft, but their intent was heavy. They wanted to plant doubt, to make others question you, to dim the light of your reputation. But heaven did not allow it to succeed. The moment they released those words, Archangel Michael stood at your side. His presence filled the space with fire, cutting off the power of that whisper. Their secret intention was silenced before it reached its target. Now the atmosphere is shifting in your favor. What they meant for harm has become proof of your protection. You are shielded, you are safe, and you are seen. No matter how they smile tomorrow, you will remember the truth revealed tonight. And that truth is your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Your destiny is far too important for heaven to stay silent. That is why this warning comes with urgency. You must know that not everyone who stands near you carries good intentions. The angels have exposed the plan, and with that exposure comes freedom. You are no longer blind to what was spoken behind your back. You can walk forward without fear. Their jealousy will not prosper. Their words will not hold power. Their hidden motives will collapse like a house built on sand. Stand tall, for the light within you is brighter than any whisper of darkness. Tonight you have been reminded that heaven never leaves you unguarded. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The night carries a hush, but do not mistake it for peace. That silence exists because heaven has sealed the whispers of your neighbor, turning them back into emptiness. What was spoken against you has lost its weight, and now it cannot cross the barrier of divine protection. Your neighbor thought they could speak softly, hiding sharpness behind politeness. Yet heaven caught every syllable, every hidden intention disguised in their tone. Angels stood guard and shielded your spirit before harm could ever approach. Their whispers were fire, but the fire has been quenched. Their plan was a net, but the net has been torn apart. What they tried to send out into the atmosphere has returned upon their own head. You are being lifted higher, carried beyond the reach of envy. Their words cannot touch the path carved for you, for your steps are guarded by a decree older than any human plot. You remain unshaken. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The revelation tonight is not by chance. It was designed so you would know the truth before the storm ever reached your home. You were chosen to be alerted because your destiny carries too much weight to be delayed by hidden whispers. Their intentions may have been secret, but nothing is secret before heaven. Even in the darkest room, angels observe. Even in hushed tones, every motive is recorded. This is why their envy cannot prosper. For how can a shadow win against the light? Their scheme has already been unmasked, leaving them powerless before the truth. Now you walk forward in certainty. The burden of confusion is gone, replaced by clarity and strength. What was hidden has been revealed, and revelation is victory. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The neighbor's words were arrows, but every arrow fell before it could fly. Archangel Michael stood like a wall of fire, breaking the force of their hidden plan. The moment they spoke, the moment heaven acted. Do not let their mask fool you. You may still see their smile, but behind that smile lies the evidence of envy. The very energy they tried to direct at you has been shattered in the unseen realm. Every time they plotted, heaven dismantled. Every time they whispered, angels intercepted. Their intentions are now trapped in the web they tried to weave. You stand free, untouched, and destined for more. Their hidden motives cannot slow your steps, for your journey is blessed, sealed, and unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The atmosphere around you is shifting. What felt heavy will now feel light. What was aimed at you will now clear the way for greater blessings to arrive. Even now, the one who whispered feels uneasy. Their spirit knows they crossed a line, though they may not admit it. Their hidden intention has already begun to unravel. This is the moment heaven uses for your elevation. What was meant to pull you down is now pushing you upward. Their envy became the trigger for your breakthrough. Stand firm, because tonight you are untouchable. Every secret word spoken against you has lost its power forever. Type Amen to get blessing 666. You are not in danger, you are in transition. The warning came not to create fear but to prepare you. The angels are moving pieces into place, ensuring that no plan against you will succeed. The neighbor's whisper may echo for a moment, but soon it will fade into silence. Their power is gone, their intention exposed, their mask torn away. They cannot harm what heaven protects. Your steps are secure, your spirit is guarded, and your destiny is unstoppable. This moment is not about them, it is about you seeing how fiercely you are defended. Take this revelation as a sign: the greater your blessing, the more heaven fights for you. And right now, you are winning battles you cannot even see. Type Amen to get blessing 777.